It's the time of the year where college students, they're heading back home for the holidays. But that return home can be an adjustment for everyone.
Now, that's right. Our 9 News mental health expert, Dr. Sheryl Ziegler, is here to talk a little bit more about that. Dr. Ziegler, good morning.
Good morning.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I had a great Thanksgiving. So fun.
Good. Well, glad you're here this morning. Okay, talk to us a little bit about the challenge of having your kids come home for the holidays.
Yes. And I was thinking about this. This is not just the freshmen, but you do have your freshman that comes back. And they've probably been back for Thanksgiving. But right now I know that there are families going like, whew, that was a weekend.
Right.
They're back at school, but they'll be back in like 2 more weeks. Then they come right back. And then this is when they're here for a longer time. So now you have the challenges of everything from how late do they sleep in? Do they have a job? Because sometimes they're off for 3 weeks. Sometimes they're off for 6. It depends on the semesters or trimesters. Are they going to work? Are they going to contribute to household? Are they going to even have their own same bedroom?
Yeah.
Like a lot of times that room has been converted.
Yeah.
It's the guest room now or something. And cars. Do they get to drive your car? Do they have younger siblings? Are they driving the car? There is actually a lot. And I will say that parents will share with me, I wasn't expecting this to be so stressful. It's a mix of feelings.
Yeah.
What's the best way to start navigating all these bullet points to make that transition smooth?
Yes. The first one is to understand, instead of just the little logistics, just where they are developmentally. So whether, again, they're coming back and they're 18 or 19, or they're coming back and they're 20 or 21, something like that, they're in a different developmental stage than they were when they left. And the reason why you want to think about that is they are into their massive independence, their autonomy. They have their own views. They have their own ways. They even have new foods probably they eat. So you have to respect that. And really, there's a good chance they've got new friendships, maybe new love interests. And so they are living their own world, and you don't know a lot of that world. And so take a little time. My suggestion would be like, almost reacquaint, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
And some college kids are like, I text my parents once a week.
Yeah.
Some are like, I call them every day. But regardless, it's like, hi. Before you get into the rush of the holiday, Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, whatever it's going to be, try to take an afternoon where maybe you just go to lunch or something. And it's like, tell me really, how has it been? Check in on their mental health. Check in on their relationships. Check in on all of those things. If you can carve out, I'd say 1 or 2 hours, I truly think you can set up the rest of the break.
Well, this is a little bit of that hard transition, right? Because this is when you're going from parents to you finally get to maybe hit that friend stage, but they still have to respect the fact that they're living in your house for the time being.
That is right. And I will tell you, in the past week, I talked to one family who has a 21-year-old, and they said, we thought we were going to be in the friend stage, but right now there's a little bit of tension about who they chose as their partner. And we don't know, but they also might be bringing somebody home for the first time.
Oh,
True.
Right?
that's totally different.
Right. So it's like, prepare yourself for anything, but just know it's going to be different. And even if it's that, right? They bring somebody home and you met them maybe at Thanksgiving and you're like, I don't know about this, and they're coming back for Christmas. Again, that little lunch, the breakfast, the 1 hour at the kitchen, talk, communicate, and open up those doors, because you really do want to have a very, I think, loving and more adult-like time than maybe you've had in the past.
Well, remind yourself, you don't get to see them too often. You want it to be a nice, pleasant time.
And that one-on-one time is special too. Like mom taking the time. It's really great. Good advice as always. Thank you.
Thank you.